This title is My Dream Job. Please help me welcome Parlmer.
When I was 22 years old, I got my dream job. I was going to go to Boston, Massachusetts and sell software as a service for Oracle Corporation. So I put on my suit, I tightened my double Windsor power tie, and I went off to my first day of work. On my first day, my boss pulled me aside. He was like, "Hey, I just want you to know, if you need to watch Wolf of Wall Street and take notes if you want to be successful." It's like, this is going to be a good job. He was an ex-Marine officer, and he'd march around the sales floor in between the cubicles shouting, "Pick up the phone and dial!" Just like veins bulging out. So I'd be there dialing, "Hi, this is Thomas calling from Oracle." There was one small problem with this dream job. Everyone I talked to on the phone hated me. "Hi, this is Thomas calling from Oracle. I hate you." Click. "Hi, this is Thomas calling from Oracle. Your software is shit." Click. I didn't sell very much software. After about 9 months, I was getting a little burnt out. And I remember this phone call so vividly. I picked up the phone. "Hi, this is Thomas calling from Oracle." The woman on the other end let out a huge belly laugh. "I'm overweight. I'm going through a divorce. And I hate my job. But your job sucks." Click. After a little bit, and I realized, maybe this isn't my dream job. So I walked to my boss's office. I quit. When I was 23 years old, I had a second chance. I got a job doing marketing at a business school in Luxembourg. I thought to myself, this is my dream job. I get to get a baguette, walk to work, flip my espresso in the heart of corporate Europe, and then send some marketing emails. There was just one small problem. The business school was breaking every single labor law that had ever been written in the Luxembourg legal code. And I realized I was never going to get a work visa. I remember one day the police came for something totally unrelated. And they go, Thomas, good, how do you take closet? And so I get in the closet and they're talking to the police saying, "There are no illegal immigrants here." Laughing. Sitting in the closet there, I realized, maybe this isn't my dream job. When I was 24 years old, I had another chance. I got a job doing information security for Bank of America in Chicago, Illinois. This is going to be my dream job. I just knew it. It was in the middle of the Chicago Loop. I rolled into work, started working. There was just one problem. I'm super ADHD and I whistle when I work, so I was sitting in my cubicle, and my Israeli pregnant coworker leaned over the cubicle. Thomas, stop whistling." "What?" "Stop whistling, you bring back fortune on all of us." I'm so sorry, I wasn't familiar with your old world superstitions. I'll stop whistling." I did not stop whistling. And I was let go a few weeks after. They didn't tell me why, but I think it had to do with whistling. After that, I was jaded. There's no such thing as a dream job. I went to get a job as a furniture mover. I was like, this is going to be horrible. Actually, it wasn't too bad. There were some pros to it. I used my brain more than I ever did at any of my other jobs. How do I fit this armoire, this curling staircase, and measure it? How do I Jenga these boxes into the moving truck? I even worked with these cartoon characters with ridiculous names like Brake Iron and Cheese Bro. And they would do these Herculean feats of strength, like carrying a couch on one arm. One day, I carried a couch on my arm. And I was like, I feel pretty good about myself. Maybe this is my dream job. There was one small problem. My hand was crushed by an 800-pound piano. Now, every time I see a piano, my hand twitches. That was the end of my moving career. After that, it was a mess. I worked in a curry restaurant washing dishes. I worked in a fast food restaurant bleaching drains. I moved to California because that's what you do when you're burnt out. And I got a job at what can only be described as a yoga pants supplement cult, doing sales again. And then COVID hit. And I finally found my dream job. I became a beach bum in San Diego. Just kidding, that's not a dream job. I was a beach bum. A beach bum is not a job, even if you're a surfer and you sell drugs, I promise. Fast forward a few years, now I'm a software engineer. It's not my dream job, but it's not bad. I have one request for everyone in the audience. If you are at a job that you consider your dream job, come and talk to me afterwards. I would love to hear what it is, because maybe one day it could be my dream job too. Thank you.